What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and welcome to episode 85 of All Hail the King. In this episode, we're going to feature Shocker. So it has been a long time coming, but it's finally here. As usual, we're going to have 3 different team-ups for him, and I enjoyed basically all 3 of them. That doesn't always happen. Now, before we begin, I do want to invite you to check out the From the Helicarrier podcast and more at giantsizeteamup.com. Check it out, you won't be disappointed. Now, for our first team up, it's going to be Avalanche and Shocker. And I really do like this team. In fact, I kind of wish we would have done the whole episode with them. But don't worry, the other matches are going to be fun too. Stick around for the finale because it's going to be the best. As for our first matchup though, it's going to be against Angrer and Heimdall. And as far as Avalanche is concerned, he's going to actually benefit more from Shocker than the other way around. First things first though, let's use Epicenter, a quick action that's going to generalize and exhaust the enemy team. Plus it grants our allies feedback. After that, let's check out a few of our passives. So first of all, we have this version of Making Waves. I prefer it over Shocker's. It says gains an increasing damage buff whenever an ally uses a sonic or ground attack. Then he also has the Sky is Falling. Ally sonic or ground attacks have a 50% chance to cause falling debris. So that's what makes this a great team. As you're going to see in a moment, my agent's also going to join in on the action. We'll use the Super Shear Earthquake from the Small Hadron Collider, and we have a summon free action involving Luke Cage. It's going to be an earth-shattering good time. Unfortunately, Heimdall's going to hold us for our first attack, so that was pretty unfortunate. Then luckily Dominatrix doesn't work because we have debuffs prevented. If that move does go off first thing in the match, it's very possible you're going to lose. That is, if your entire team attacks each other and has to skip their turn. It's just a lot to come back from. For that reason, we always try to prevent debuffs early on. Now, as you're seeing here with Hire a Hero, we have a ground attack that causes collapsing infrastructure, and it's a free action. So after hiring Luke Cage and Shocker's turn, you can see that Avalanche has seismic activity times 2. He's only going to get stronger as we keep attacking. So after that, we're going to use a Super Shear Earthquake. And this is a pretty awesome move, I have to admit. The only thing that's going on right now that bothers us a bit is the fact that they do have all those buffs from Heimdall, and we can't get rid of them. But after our Earthquake, we're going to get Sky is Falling on the entire enemy team. And look at all that collapsing infrastructure. Plus an Aftershock. The enemy team is getting absolutely decimated, and with really little setup. It's not like we're deep into the match, we're only on the second round. And with Avalanche's second turn, we're going to use the big one, which drops Heimdall. Then shortly after, Anger's going to follow suit. And with the Shocker, we're going to go ahead and use... Actually, we're not sure. I think the enemy agent's basically going to die to dots. So we can pretty much use whatever we want. I suppose we'll go with the Shocker Smash. And that's going to be it for the first match already. So a really quick win, and like I said, I wish we could do more of this team. But I'm going to give you all the option right now. If you want to see any of these teams in more detail, just let me know in the comment section below. And we'll feature them in their very own video. Another thing I do want to mention is we're going to try to have some more customization. It's hard to explain without giving it away, but get ready to get involved. I'm going to leave a few video choices up to you, mainly revolving around who we're going to look at for the new EISO and AISOs. Along the lines of the Morbius video we made, there are quite a few options, so I'm going to end up letting you decide. That'll be coming very soon, probably this week. So just keep watching, and then I'd love to hear your input. As for this team up, first of all, Shocker does have a chance to counter enemies and apply collapsing infrastructure, which he has. You'll see that on the enemy team right now. So they have that, Aftershock, and Foreshock. Then Quake has an ability that says, chance to gain rising up after anyone's sonic action. Like we said, Shocker has almost entirely sonic actions. And already Quake has focused and fortified. This means she's only going to get better, and plus we have grid on her, plus calculated force. So her single target attack should do a lot of damage. In fact, we'll see what we can do with her level 9 at some point in this match. But as for now, we're doing a ton of damage, both with collapsing infrastructure and Aftershock. This team really doesn't stand a chance. So I guess it's time we better use that level 9 now or never. Of course, her other attacks are also great options. But let's use that Harmonic Tremor. And with it, I'll attack Rocket Raccoon. Once again, we could set her up a bit more, but she does have a lot of stamina. And with her level 9, we crit for 20k. Not bad for Daisy. Then we also get another turn because we're a tactician, and with that, we take down Spidey Noir. You know what, 2 quick opening matches, and I kinda like it, it's a change of pace. So for our third team up, we're gonna add the Neurotrope and Gorgon. We kinda had a theme going, so we figured why not bring in the man himself. And this guy, especially with calculated force, should easily one-shot someone. It's just a matter of when. Not if, when. So let's go ahead and begin with a Shocker Smash. And that of course hits the entire enemy team. Then on Null's turn, he's going to use You're Not Worthy, plus a Ragnarok'em Sock'em on my agent. You know what, I think that's enough of him. Let's go ahead and use our Short Fuse, followed by our level 9 on Null. And yes, this is going to knock him out. A 22k non-crit. Pretty sick one-shot potential from that ability. And that's basically every time. The bad news is we end up attacking our own team. And that also means they're going to be skipping their turn. So an easy win probably got a bit harder, especially with 2 times Fatal Finish. Our agent is really in trouble. He's below 50% HP. And we didn't put Despair on the enemy team either. That is one thing we're missing. So yeah, that could be a problem. We don't exactly have this match won yet. But at this point, it's time to hire Luke Cage. And he should help us out. Especially with some collapsing infrastructure. Following that, we're going to use the Neurotrope. And then the Mystic on the enemy agent. We'll at least make sure that he can't take away our buffs. As you can see, he also has a ton of different debuffs. But Angerer is going to stop the damage from this attack. So does 0, but places the debuffs we need. So following some dots, he's going to use the Signpost. Unfortunately, still gaining back HP. Then he'll use the Lunacy once again. Now our Shocker and Gorgon both have to skip their turn because of that stupid Dominatrix. So it's time for Angerer, who barely clings to life. And as his last act, he's gonna hurt our agent once again. Absorb Energy ultimately finishes him off, but he does go out with a Fatal Finish. We do have enough health to survive though, but the enemy agent is going to use Deathlock Fist and gets a follow-up attack. Still, I believe both should live, especially Shocker though. And as our final ability, I think we ought to see the Shocker Mobile. So here it is. What a great way to end the video. I know it kinda came quick, but I do want to thank you all for watching, then ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, good luck and take care.